none of the above. Finally got Sunken Temple down.
Yeah, 4
Nice.
healers. They had 4 healers, and I saw. I think they had Resto Druid. I think they had. Did they have 2 Resto Shamans in their crew as well?
Yeah, like it says right here. They ran 9 mages, 3 hunters, and 2 warlocks. Look, oh my god.
I think they had like
Nice.
15 DPS or something like that. Yeah, and just 1 tank.
They were probably using like some sort of hybrid, like off healing mages too for some parts of the fight. If you look at it, because like they got it down with like 4 people alive.
Yeah, it was tough for them from what I heard. It wasn't an easy task to overcome. I mean, they really it was obviously, with the massive health pools, before the nerf and stuff like that, and then after the nerf, finishing it. I think, I'm happy, obviously, you have a guild that goes in there, and no matter what, even if the content is hard, they're willing to challenge themselves to, at least give themselves a shot to see if they can clear the raid, even if it was like super hard. But obviously, they tried their best. The nerf happened. They wind up going through it. And I think it's awesome. I really, I always enjoy people that do like world first type of stuff, or any type of speed run type of content. As like, a Souls player, like I love playing like Souls games and like Elden Ring and stuff like that. I always enjoy like seeing people do like, world first clears or speed running clears, how fast they can go. So I think it's pretty cool, that they went in there and they busted it out. And I'm kind of curious, even for myself, as
when you gonna do Sunken Temple? You're up there, right?
Yeah, I think tomorrow night we're actually gonna tackle it.
Gotta tune into that. You're gonna stream it, right?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous about it. We're gonna try. I mean, we have a lot of tanks, we have a lot of healers, and a lot of damage. So we're gonna see what we can do with it. We have a lot of casters. I think we have the right crew to do it. I gotta talk with the GM and discuss tonight what the roster is gonna be like. But I think we're gonna tell them, I just think we go in there blind. We can have an officer meeting and talk about it, but just go in there blind and have fun. Like, no need to get all these 1,000 guides. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if we're trying to maximize our efficiency, of course you want to look through Wowhead, look through the guides, get your consumables. But I say we just go in there and just give it a shot, because I think eventually down the line with any raid, this raid's going to be on training wheels after a while.
Yeah.
After a couple weeks, just like
I think they are going to nerf it too, because like if you take a look at the here, Agren's tweet right here. He said there's gonna be a patch next week. Raid tuning, in particularly Hakar, adjustments were pushed, but we might need to make more changes here. He said he's gonna nerf it to the ground. I agree with you. Like, what I think is good about this, making it hard, is that people don't expect to clear it anymore. Because when you're struggling in Omega, it's not funny. Like, we had a good discussion with Jake the other day about this. When you expect to clear it because everybody's clearing it, it's not fun to wipe on it. But when like it's actually hard and it's a challenge and you're like, let's take 3 hours into like see how far we go, I think that's such a better mindset to have on a raid. Like, what do you think, Jake, of the difficulty?
Nomer was bad because it was too hard for a lot of people to wing it, but not hard enough that people were okay with not clearing it. So I think that is a positive of being like ridiculously hard. I think that most people long term won't enjoy having to do progression, in my experience. I think that Tella's idea of going in there and just trying it and not like looking at a bunch of data is the right way to do it, unless for some reason your teammates are like, I really want to try to parse this week when there's less competition. Unless that's like your absolute goal is to like try to get hundreds, I think just going in there and being like, let's ground, have fun is the only way that you're for sure gonna win. I've never like actually done that myself because I've never, like gone into content that like wasn't out before, but I think that Tella's way to do it is the smartest way in almost every dimension. Even for if you want to like have long-term success of your raid, like in performance-wise, I think like it's good. It's gonna make your team like stronger to have that perspective. Like, I think it's the right way to do it.
No, yeah, I agree with you, Jake. I mean, like I think when it comes to especially like the WoW experience too, doing stuff with like your friends or people you get to meet and you grow like these bondships through WoW. I think especially with raiding and stuff, it's a natural thing to like want to explore the unknown, even though Sunken Temple obviously is not really 100% unknown content, but like
figuring it out is so fun, man. When you got like homies, the right kind of people on you, man. That's what I want to do.
But yeah, like I was saying, I just think like, going in that raid itself, with friends and in general and just going in there blind, not stressing the fact that you have to be, you know, a super parse Andy and bring every single consumables world buffs. You're going in there, exploring it the first week. Don't stress. I know people stress loot the most when it comes to WoW, but my biggest message to people all the time is like, just go in there, have fun, see what the raid's like, get familiar with your surroundings, and learn as you grow, because this is something you're gonna have to learn as you grow, type of thing.
Like if I look back into my day, like the raids I got the fondest memories on, it's like being in Karazhan wiping on Nightbane 3 nights a week.
No, definitely, I agree. I 100% agree. I think you know, it's the stuff like this that, like, you know, is what makes, you know, WoW and SoD great overall. And
ironically, I'm having more fun now than I had during Classic Proper. Like I kind of screwed myself over in Classic Proper because I went the sweat route, and like I like play the game nonstop for 2 weeks, like 10 hours a day kind of deal and stuff, and like I kind of burned myself out. But like right now, I'm like just hanging out with the homies. You know, we don't go with the expectation of doing something amazing anymore. We just hang out there, like. Please, guys, I implore you, if you like bug stuff, find a guild. I know like some people can't because they got a schedule they cannot make it work on, or something like that, but you got no idea the difference in the experience it is to like do WoW with homies and do WoW like on your own. It's like not even close.
Yeah, and it's like, like, and as much as I meme it, settle down, lock it in, relax, get yourself some water, take it a chill, you know. I don't know, for the stoners
Hydration
out
Nation,
there.
bro.
Yeah, Hydration Nation, you know, for the stoners out there, you know, take a hit if you need to, relax, and just do your thing, man. Just do your thing. You'll be all right. In the end, like, you know, I have even friends of mine who are saying, listen, I'll start playing SoD when 60 comes out. And they'll play, and that's fine. You know, if they'll wait to the end game,
No
that's
rush.
totally fine. You know, there's no rush. Come at your experience, and, you know, go from there, and then we'll see what happens in the end. I don't know. I think I'm having a great time overall. I'm really excited for next week with the weekly reset, where we can access all the PvP gear from the vendors. Because if you guys did like the commendation coins where everybody was like
so
stacking
insane
up on coins. Yeah, I remember. I probably gonna hit rank 7 already.
Some of that stuff
like
is gonna be based the whole phase too. So.
Yeah, that's a big thing too. Like, not stressing about pre-bis gear. I think that's a problem. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's a little bit of a problem too. Like, a lot of people are talking right now where they feel like they're not incentivized to do other dungeons to get other gear, because not that gear doesn't really matter as much in comparisons to the Nomer gear and also the PvP gear that you're about to get, where it almost is like you don't need to really get these other gear pieces from like CF, Moradon, and PRD, you know what I mean?
Yeah, did you see the pre-raid best in slot ring and trinket, man? Like, you just gotta run Sulfurak 12 times. And that thing is like so good, it's gonna be good that like the next tier I think is gonna stay best in slot. It's so broken.
Yeah, like I like Jake was saying, and like you're saying, like I think there's certain pieces that, like, obviously you can kind of go for, you know, like, that are okay. Like, but even like when I was doing Mardon last night, I was like, I don't even care if I get the ring, you know, if I get the Blackstone ring or whatever. I already got the Hyper ring from Nomer. Gear's not as like crucial this time around, but at the same time, there is some bits and pieces you can go after. Like, for example, what I'm going to probably be chasing today, for like the rest of my night actually, is I'm going after Solthraz the Lasher, which is an epic two-hand and Zul'Farrak.
You got the item to get the spider, right?
Yeah, the mallet.
Yeah, you gotta farm that thing 24 times. You might as well. I like your chances.
I heard somebody last night, they got it in 1 try and 2 tries, so more power to them. So God bless them. But yeah, that's what I gotta farm. I mean, I gotta go for that because it just benefits off of the build I'm trying to go with.
I like the balance of like, you don't need it, but if you wanna play the game outside already, you got something to do. I think that's what best in slot, pre-raid best in slot farming is like. But I also think that this is the POG in meta, and this is why I always insist to get a guild again. It's like, if you're in a POG, all you're a number to them, right? Like, all that matters is your gear and your parses. And like, if you're that kind of person, like, that's why people feel like they absolutely gotta get the pre-raid best in slot to get a spot in a raid. Like, join a guild, brother.
Yeah.